Hey everyone, this is Daniel Mulligan here, and today is the day. It's the day to take a mulligan. So as you see on the title, we're talking about digestion. Now you may wonder why spending time to talk about this in addition to have written an article on it. And that is because, in my opinion, without digestion, you cannot get any results in fitness and health. Your digestion is your inner core. It's just kind of like, one way to think about it is, if you got a car, you got an engine. If there's a malfunction in that engine, your car is going to have a tough time moving on its own without you pushing it. So this is what we're going to go through. We're going to go through a bit on what it is, what digestion does, and then how you can help keep it or even improve the health of your digestion process. If you can improve your digestion process, I personally can guarantee you will feel a difference. So, the digestion process begins the moment the food touches your mouth. Okay, so have you ever noticed this when you say eating a piece of chicken or a salad or anything like that? You start chewing and you start feeling your saliva increase. That is actually the first part. Your saliva is juice that is intended to help moisten the food more so that it travels through your esophagus more effectively. So you're chewing and it's getting more moist in the saliva. You then swallow it. This is the next part. The next part is the esophagus. Your esophagus takes a lot of muscle work, and you don't control it coming down. This is muscle and from your brain, controlling the food to come from your mouth and travel into your stomach. So now when it's got into your stomach, you're in the next part of the phase. This is important. Think of your stomach as like two parts. You have the top part, and that is where it receives the food. And then you have almost in the bottom part, this is where you start getting digestive juice that helps break down the food more. So that's kind of how it's broken down. You have the end that receives it, and then you have the end that helps break it down further. Then from the bottom part of the stomach, it then transfers into the small intestine. The small intestine is so important here. There are so many different factors besides just the stomach that play a role in the small intestine continuing this process effectively. So when the food gets entered into the small intestine, more juices are added in, and breakdown is continued here. But in addition, your liver and your pancreatitis deliver juices that are intended to help with the breakdown of your protein, carbs, and fats. This is important because without these processes in there, your body will not be able to absorb, specifically your small intestine will not be able to absorb those nutrients well to where they can be transferred through the body. So you got all these different organs playing a role. You got the stomach delivering, and then you got the small intestine having juices, not just from there, but from different sources with the liver and pancreas, all helping to break down food into even smaller. And then how it kind of works is you have where that food then hits like the walls, and then those absorb into they absorb that food that's been broken down, and it gets then from them transferred into the blood vessels to where then it can go through and the nutrients can be delivered to all the cells in the body. So that's that part. That's a lot. But the other part the small intestine does, is not all of the food that you eat goes and transferred through your body like that. So you have part that gets broken down and then everything gets absorbed and transferred through your body. The rest is considered extra or waste. This gets into your large intestine. And your large intestine is where it will store that extra food, and it'll support it with water to keep it more moist and everything. And then from there, your body will perform a bowel movement to release the extra waste. So that's breakdown of each part. Now, as you saw, and if you read my article on the chart, but there's so many steps that play a role. If your small intestine, your pancreas, your esophagus, your stomach, your large intestine, all of it, if any of that, of these main components, if that are struggling at all, it's going to make your entire digestive process stressful on you. And this can lead to multiple different things going on. So, how can you help to improve this process and maintain this process? Well, one is a bit on the exercise part, believe it or not. Because for one, all of those parts use muscle strength to perform the digestion. So by improving your strength, especially your core strength and all in your exercises, you will help with this because that's muscle. It's a lot of muscle power and energy to be performing all of this. So that's one part, that's the training part. And that's just an overall idea. Improving your strength, your endurance will help in improving that. It's kind of like with cardio. A big part in cardio, why it's good for your heart, is it's helping it to change its beats. So right now, your heart is a natural beat per minute. And what happens is when you test when you train for cardio, you're trying to bump it up to where that natural beat per minute actually slows down a bit, because now it's a bit more control and it takes less energy for your heart to pump blood because you've trained it to where it needs to adapt in a way. And it's kind of the same with your digestive. By training it and training your overall body and muscle strength, you'll help with them to perform more effectively where it's not as much of a struggle. On the other side, you can help with this nutritionally. This is very important, okay? I've never heard of these, but this is one of the, in my opinion, the most simple and cost-friendly way to help with your digestive. And these are with probiotics. Now, other vitamins and minerals, those will help, but probiotics are so valuable, okay? You've probably heard of bacteria, okay? In your body, you will have good bacteria and bad bacteria. So it can be good or bad. It's not all bad. So in your digestive process, your body uses so much bacteria to perform all this function. Okay? If you have a lot of bad bacteria, or if anything more bad bacteria versus good bacteria, it's going to have a bit of a struggle and it could stress itself out. So with probiotics, it helps deliver good bacteria to alter against the bad, which will help perform the functions more effectively. So not only through probiotics, just with the sources and all, you get the vitamins and minerals that will help with your bodily functions, but also they'll deliver good bacteria to help. So where can you get probiotics? Well, personally, I like to start from a nutritional natural source before going to a supplement. That's my personal take, because it's just my personal opinion. So a couple ones. These are kind of the top ones. The one, you've heard me talk about this a lot, it is fruit. Man, I'm telling you, fruit it's a powerhouse. It really is. I mean, the amount of vitamins and minerals, the antioxidants, but they also have the probiotics that can really help with that. And as we talked about before, with the vitamins and minerals that are in, that perform a really good balance between carb and vitamins, all will help with that digestive process as well. Another one is on the other side, is on vegetables. A couple of things. Vegetables, the reason why you want those in too, and not just fruits, vegetables can carry vitamins that fruit may not. For example, a lot of vegetables, especially greens, like spinach, contain vitamin K. Very few fruit contain vitamin K. Vitamin K is very important for you. But also, they as well, There's a reason why you hear so much about the green vegetables. They also offer the good bacteria for you. What's very important with probiotics, it's got to be food that's natural but is non-pasteurized. It hasn't been going through like a manufacturing thing or anything like that. If that happens, it'll kill away that good bacteria, and that's not what you want. So in terms of probiotics, you want the organic food. That's why I'm hitting on the fruits, the all-natural vegetables that's unpasteurized. You can even get some food and some like animal products. They also carry probiotics. In addition to vegetarian sources of protein, but it has to be all natural, unpasteurized. It's so important. Now, and the other one, which is good, is yogurt. One of my favorite things to do is, if any of you like to drink sweet drinks or soda or anything like that, you have a bit of a sweet tooth, I like to make a smoothie, and I'm telling you, you mix all natural yogurt in with some blueberries and strawberries and even some raspberries, man, that is a fantastic smoothie. And it takes maybe 2 minutes to make, and you can have this through your work day. You can have it if you're working on a house project, and it tastes really good. It almost feels like dessert, but it's really good for your body. But the yogurt, again, make sure it's all organic, it's that it's non-pasteurized, and it hasn't been tampered with, so the probiotics are still in there. The one last thing is, pretty much all of that, but if for some reason you struggle with digestive, obviously, and I know it's a given, but to talk to your doctor about it, but you try to do a natural route and it's just not enough, then you can start to try some supplements. It's very important with probiotics, especially because you're dealing with bacteria here, that you pick good brands. And the best brands, I'm here to tell you, are the ones that show in their label that each probiotic that's in there is a regulation. Basically, it's federal. It's been government. It's a real probiotic, and they show proof. So you'll see right there, and then next to the name, you'll see like 2 letters and numbers and parentheses to show that's like the regulation of that probiotic, and that's very important to notify, which helps show them that they're more credible brand. So you don't want to go crazy cheap, if that makes sense. It's part of why I recommend going natural food, just because if you do, a supplement can't help. Don't get me wrong. It's just you want the quality. If you go low, you could be giving yourself on the other side of bad bacteria, and that's definitely not what I want for you. So that's what you kind of want to look for with that. Personally, other favorite kinds of foods to add in, it's all organic stuff. It's going to be, I'm always going to be a fan of fruits. Also, if they're unpasteurized, personally, unpasteurized eggs I enjoy a lot too. I'm a big fan of those. And then if they're unpasteurized, all natural potatoes, man, those can be good too. I'm telling you, like sweet potatoes, but are unpasteurized. Those provide so much for you, and in addition to the carbs. But yeah, so that's kind of some additional. But for me, the fruit one's great. Yogurt, I'm telling you. But if you kind of struggle with the taste of that natural yogurt, you blend that smoothie, man, you're in for a treat. I'm telling you. So that's kind of what I recommend to help with digestion. Is the importance of it. This is kind of more the nutrition side of how to help. You can also help it with exercise, but that's more of helping your body as a whole. So I hope these were helpful. If you have any questions on this, please feel free to ask. This is a very important topic that I wanted to share, just because it's, in my opinion, sometimes is underrated, and there can be a little too much focused on the muscle and on the appearance side, or on improving your strength in an area, that it can be easily forgotten on the internal organs and how much of an important role that they play. So I hope you found this helpful, and make sure to not only take a mulligan in the gym or in your health, but also in another aspect of your life. Have a great rest of your day.